Hello and welcome back to Subnautica with myself, Hollow. A lot of you have mentioned this, and I did notice it as well, but I never really spoke about it. If you look at the Aurora, you can see at the top middle part, there is some sort of pipe or something sticking out of it. Now, I can't really tell what it is. It kind of reminds me of the chunks of Aurora we found, in the world, like the one that had pretty much nothing in it, the piping there. Maybe it's just a bit of the Aurora that's still stuck, that's been ripped off. Or maybe it's what hit it. Could it be some sort of missile or something sent at it? I don't know. The piping bit maybe, but there looks to be something underneath it that might just be part of the Aurora. But hopefully one day we get to explore that and find out. I am excited for them to add more to the Aurora and actually, allow us to go in and properly explore a giant spaceship instead of just one corridor and like one room, But we can dream, So today, I would fucking love to spend it doing a bit of base building, base upgrading, and making it visually much more pleasing when you're in and outside and around the base. Right now, we have upgraded one side of it. Not fully, but it's doing well. We have some creepvine, different plants on this side. We've got a few varying plants on that side. On this side, we have the pygmy, what they call, let me just get rid of the non-UI, there we go. The pygmy couche, there we go. Fucking really nice, but I want to make it look better. Like, we can't just have the plants down. It can look a lot better than that. And there's a lot of plants that require to be indoors or on the surface that can provide us with limitless food, hydration, and make just playing the game so much more easy in terms of survival. So I'm very excited to do that. And I would love to have a lot of that right in here. We have this really nice visual thing going on in here, but there could be more. Lots of plant pots on the sides here as you walk, and basically functional and useful things. What would be cool, I think, is to build my first observatory and put a lot of like these functional trees that are very useful in there for growing plants and things that I can actually eat. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. Something to be noted before we actually begin building would be the fact that this base is structurally barely sound. It needs a bit of reinforcing if I'm going to extend and expand with it at all, but I don't really know. I want to make this the nice looking bit where we have all the plants, really. But there's a lot in this bit that I'd like to do. For example, we haven't even done any of the Hall of Memories yet. This is the current Hall of Memories. I think there'll be more than one, to be honest. The workshop room has literally one fucking station in it. Doesn't even have a fabricator in it. I'll keep a fabricator down here in this room because it's just convenient, but this is the storage room. So maybe I should put up some signs and stuff. We also have a large aquarium that really nicely fits in this type of room because it's a big room with a big room on top of it. Apparently that's sort of what they're for. So it needs 4 glass and 1 titanium. So I want to see what that looks like. But first, let's do a quick bit of reinforcement. So reinforcements require 1 lithium and 2 titanium. I have plenty of lithium. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to put... you know what? Look at this. I can put it on this wall. This is perfect. Oh, they look way nicer now. It used to be like a pad you'd put on the side of the wall. It actually still looks like it. That pad right there, but now it just turns the whole wall into something new, meaning maybe you can put it on here as well. In fact, I think you can without messing with the inventory. Awesome, and now we have a massive chunk of hull strength. We don't need to worry about it at all. That's way better now, very much improved. Okay, so we look at this. I'm going to need 1 more glass to actually build it, and that's fine. I've got some power going right now. Speaking of which, we really do need to get power running. I'm gonna go search the reefs as much as I can, the shallows, and try and find the solar panels because it's getting ridiculous now. I really need the power. So here it is. Yes. Okay, there it is. Whoa, that's bigger than I expected. Whoa, that's so cool. Oh my god, look at that. Alright, we need to fill this with fish. So it's kind of cramped in here, but it works. It works. It's not that bad. Okay, and then we need to obviously put the ladder in. It should be able to do it here. We're actually going to have to remove this. There we go. Much better. Awesome. Let's look at it from above. I love that you can walk on it and look down at all the fish. Fun fact, you can actually put a hatch. You can actually put a hatch and then it'll allow you to enter it. So I guess what I could do with this is maybe... Oh, that's going to need to move. There we go. Maybe what I need to do is be down there to touch it. I don't know how I'm going to put things in here. I'm thinking maybe the hatch is actually required. And I'm hoping that a hatch could be put on top, maybe, because that would be convenient, because look at the spacing in there. Bit cramped, obviously. Okay, well, anyway, we have that. Now, there's a bunch of other things we can do. So we've got all these plant pots. We want to get as much indoor seed plants as we can, so we might have to go back to the island and do a trip to get seeds, but I do have some left over. Lots of plant shelves. I want to get a lot of that stuff in here. It could be cool to have a bench and, like, a table, a chair and stuff like that in here. Which only requires titanium, so we could do that right now, actually. So let's get a desk somewhere, because this is my workroom. I'm able to actually put it on here. And maybe I won't put it in the middle, but... Okay, so we just place that there. Then we get a chair behind it. There we go, got some titanium, and desk is built. Chair is built. Let's have a quick sit, maybe. You can't even sit on it. You can sit on the benches. I guess you can't sit on the desk. So, looking a little bit more fancy in here. Let's look at what all the things we can do. So, we've got the desk. We've got the appliances to build. So, you know, I may as well build a fabricator up here. It's going to be pretty much required. Okay, glass built. Let's get some windows. So, I want them on these corners. That's why I moved the fabricator. Right there. We get one here. And then one here. And then finally, one here. And then look at the hull strength. It's still able to deal with that thanks to the reinforcements. So we can actually have a look at our base. It'd be cool to have something connecting over here, maybe in the background. But we'll work on that at some point. Another bit there. Look at the pod and the entrance. And of course the creepvine biome in the background. This one, a little bit more bland, but a bit more space. And over here we also have the power pad. We'll get to see the power pad again. Because we had one looking at power pad before. But there's only one thing powering this base right now. And that absolutely must change. So... speaking of power and things that I'm going to require power, I figure, are things like floodlights and spotlights, for example. They require batteries, they require glass, and I assume they need the power of the base to run. I don't know how much it'll take, but it'll need power, I'm sure. So we're going to need to do a quick bit of exploring and focusing on searching for these fragments. Now, where I've been told they are is... apparently in this very biome, in the shallows, and I've not seen any, and also in the creepvine biomes as well, and again I've not seen any, so that's an issue. While I'm going by one here, I suppose I should do it. I also need to specifically get seed cluster seeds, apparently, to grow the creepvine. I'm not seeing that, guys, unfortunately. Does not look like that's the case. Because I'm like hitting it, it's just a normal creepvine sample. Basically what we're talking about right now is I want to be able to grow my own seed clusters like that. It's obviously something that would be very useful to me and anyone, really. You know, being able to grow those clusters so you can make your own resources from it that are in your base, and obviously it's just convenient, let's say. Very convenient. Unfortunately, I'm not really seeing that when I was stabbing them. I wasn't getting like a different type. It's just a normal creepvine sample, so I don't think that works. I guess people were guessing on that one. I've also been gathering quartz while I'm out here looking. Oh goodness. Ooh, I heard an angry fish there. It scared me. I'm also gathering quartz, copper, silver, pretty much the basic resources. But some people left some comments saying all blue looks like some sort of glue blue or something like that. I don't know. They were basically saying it doesn't look like all blue. It looks like true blue. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at it. It looks like all blue. I love the choice of color I went with the name there. Really glows nicely at night. Big fan of that. Also got to get some of these air sacs, because if you've not noticed, my hydration's kind of low. May as well grab you as well. Oh, the base is looking quite nice at night now. There's sort of this blue glow about it when you're at a distance. It looks really nice. Big fan of that. So I went and gathered as much as I could while I was out there. Ah, you can just see in. It looks so cool. Once we get some plant pots and some sort of like life in there, that'll be really nice. I'm interested to see how this is going to... Oh, thank goodness. I thought it would like peek out like it normally does. That would have been a massive pain. Where's going to be the best spot? We'll go through here. How about on this corner right here? Yeah, this will do, because it's right next to the fabricator, which is where I'll be doing a lot of building and stuff. So build that. Does actually affect the base strength, which is interesting. And then we can go in and drop off some air sacs. And I guess I just drop off these guys. The reason I'm doing that is because I want them to breed with each other. I have been told that if you put two of the same fish in the same aquarium, they will actually breed and make another one. So I've got two of these floaters here, and hopefully these air sacs will make a third one at some point. Don't know whether it'll happen in front of me or it needs time, because I know this is a thing that would happen in the original aquariums, not these big ones. I'm hoping that maybe that will happen here, but I think it actually has to do with eggs and leaving them to hatch this big aquarium. It looks visually nice, though, to have these guys here, and maybe we'll get, like, a bunch in. It doesn't seem to, like, be like there's a limit of how many I can put in there, which is really nice. It's good to have some animals there, but I don't know. The purpose, the functionality of this aquarium might be to do with breeding or putting eggs in there and letting them hatch, but we'll test that out. Now, before I leave and keep searching, I did say I wanted some living walls in here, so let's get some going. Doesn't affect the hull strength at all. It's fine to put there. And yeah, okay, that's all we can do for now, but that looks really nice. Shockingly, just a small bit of green has impacted it. Now, there's still more to do. I want plant pots, I want shelves, I want just general life going on in here, and I want it to be my workroom as well, so things like these are going to be important. But I am really digging how the base is coming together already. Because I've been struggling to find these solar panels, I had a quick Google search, and apparently other people are struggling to find them in-game as well. They're very common, but in some games they're not. I appear to have got an unlucky one, and I don't have a good spawn for it. So the most common place known to everyone to get them is the sort of kelp forest, the creeper biome, behind the jets of the Aurora. I might be looking at it now. Directly in front of me. I can see some creepvine. Yeah, this looks like it's... Yeah, this is it. So this is where apparently people have found it most common. So hopefully I get lucky enough to actually find some in here as well. So I found a Seamoth fragment and I found mobile vehicle bay fragments. These are the normal things that I find. Still no solar panels yet though. Sea glide fragment. That's something new. We just found the sea glide. That's good. But still not what we're after. God damn it. Well, I did not have any luck looking for all that biome. Funnily enough, I was hearing a Reaper right next to me, so I was kind of nervous. I just kept finding what I always find, you know, the same stuff. No solar panel at all, which is a big shame. But we did get some hoopfish. We did get an eye, so hopefully they'll breed a bit. Quick check. Have we seen any change in how many air sacs there are? No. Still 2. Still 3 people. No. There's 3. Look, it works. There's a baby one. Oh my god, it's tiny. There's a baby one. Awesome. So it does work. So they'll keep breeding. They'll generate more for me, basically. Awesome. Awesome. Solar panel fragment. Oh my god, we found one. Oh, thank God, they do exist. I've been looking for so long. You only need 2 as well. Maybe they're rare. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Maybe some of you got lucky and, you know, you just found them. But, man, they've been a pain in the ass for me to find. But we found one. And that makes me so fucking happy. I was getting to the point where I was like, I'm never going to find them, am I? Holy shit. I don't know how long I've been recording just searching for them. But let me tell you, it's been a while. Okay, let's see if we can't find a second one. Oh, yes. Thank you, world. I was running out of space. I was literally the edge of the creepvine biome. Didn't know where to go from there. I was going to have to just search blindly in hopes of finding another creepvine biome. I was dreading it. fucking dreading it. Watch this be one. No, it's not. Alright. Back we go. Thank God for that. Things getting nice and crowded in here. Look at that. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. So let's grab ourselves a bunch of quartz. I believe it requires quartz and titanium. So I guess I'll just grab a bunch of both and then see. But oh, we're gonna have power at the base. It's gonna be great. Renewable power. My, imagine that. There it is. Titanium and quartz. 2 quartz required. I want to try and make it as fancy as possible. There we go. There's another one. I'm just going to build like as many as I can get. I want this whole platform to just be filled with them, essentially. Oh, yes. It's going to be so good to have power again. Is this coral thing stopping me? I bet it is. You can see that this one's linked up. I'm not really seeing the link with the other ones, but hopefully it is. It was 200 power beforehand. Let's check now. 400. That's more than just one panel, that's for sure. We needed a bit more quartz. And whoa, we're actually quite low on the titanium as well. Okay, we got them all placed. We're able to see that from this window here. It was 400 before I placed maybe 1 or 2. So it's now 500. So it's 50 per. And you look at it shooting up. Oh, that's so fucking lovely. I've had no power for so fucking long, dude. And now we have power and it feels fucking good. And I don't need to worry and I can start just using this again. Oh, I'm very pleased. So speaking of using this power for good, it is turning to night, which is the perfect time to do this. Okay, so I've just made 4 batteries, a bunch of glass, and I've got a lot of titanium. Let's start putting down some of these spotlights and these floodlights. So industrial battery-powered lighting designed for all environments, whereas this is a fixed lighting solution. I feel like this one's the one I want to use more because it's fixed and maybe it'll use the power of the base. I don't really know how to turn it. I guess it's just having to naturally do it. Let's just see how it looks. So we'll do it on this side where the plants are. Now, I don't think I've got any power on this side of the base. So that one's not working, right? Whereas if I build just another one and place it just right next to it on the base that is powered. Let's see if it works. Yep, look at that. Oh, and it turns. I didn't know that. It'll just turn. Okay, so, oh, look, it does a 360 or 180. It does a 180. It just sort of looks around, shoots sort of light in directions. That's very nice. We do need to power this, I just realized, but yeah, awesome. So if we just put a few of those down, let's put one on each corner. How about that? And then one more just here on this corner. That should look really cool. They're all powered. Yeah. Oh, okay. So we got a bit of lighting going on. Yeah, look at that. Oh. I know it's not massive right now, but as we get more and more, that's going to look really nice. Okay, let's get some on top of this one. On this one, I'm going to put 3 instead of 4. Roughly the same distance from each other. Like that. Might be a little bit out of glass here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that looks really cool, though. And then we're going to set up some floodlights next. I'm going to need some more glass. Notice that my maximum power has gone down to 400. We put down 7. So that number doesn't really make sense. But obviously, it's taken away some power. I couldn't really say how much. In fact, we've not put down 7, we put down 6. This one's about to be activated, isn't it? It's not down yet. That explains it. So let's see how far it goes down. I think 25 maybe. Oh no, 400 still. Weird, maybe one of the solar panels just isn't connected right now. Either way, they're all working now. Fuck yeah. Oh, there's lighting going on my base at night. It looks really nice. And then we need the floodlights. Floodlights are going to be hopefully effective. But the issue is the battery powered. So maybe they're like not limitless in how they work. So if I just put one down and it takes the battery. It doesn't give me any information, but it's obviously working. Deconstruct it for 1. There's the battery. 99%. Look at that. Oh no, I just accidentally exchanged the battery. That's okay, I should be able to just use the other one. So it does take the battery life and it just takes it down. I don't know that I can turn it on and off. So floodlights are definitely not as useful as the ones that are connected to my actual power source. Perhaps why that's happened is because, you know, you want, like, I don't know, one you could put down somewhere in the world and you don't necessarily have a power source connected to it. I can understand the point of them, but it's a kind of a shame. So we're just going to put down some more spotlights. So before we start finishing off the insides of the main base, we could do with actually powering this. So I figured, why not just put one spotlight, or sorry, solar panel, on each sort of corner of the base, because I want maybe 2 or 3, right, ultimately. But as of right now, I don't need the power. It'd be very wise of me to connect these bases up somehow, but I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing that just yet. So for now, I'll just put one solar panel on the power pads just behind the flowers and fauna, flora, all that. And then one more down here. And that shall do the trick. I'm actually out of quartz now by doing this, so kind of a problem. Probably going to have to go gather some soon. There we go. And now all of these spotlights are activated. And that'll look really nice at night. We have 2 here, 1 here, and then 2 over there. So it's all lit up now. Wonderful. So don't you believe it's time, at last, to make some picture frames and create and extend the Hall of Memories at long last? I believe it is time. So what I've done is I've gathered 4 copper wire, which should be 4 picture frames. I'm going to choose 4 of the best screenshots we've got so far. We actually have a bunch. So hopefully we've got like some nice choice selections we can make. And there we go, the 4th one. So now we have 4. The Hall of Memories begins. That's a nice little bit. There should be another 4 here, I think. So that's 8 pictures we're going to have in this corridor. So we'll need to make a new one eventually, but okay. So let's have a quick glance through. We'll go for this one. There we go. It's got better lighting on it, I think. So you can see the bit of the crashed section of the aurora there on the floater islands. And then we'll have, the moon. Check this out. So there's that one and there's that one. Which one looks better? I'll go for this one. There we go. Oh, that looks so sweet. So nice. You get a bit more color with this one, maybe. Oh, we've got these nice glowing trees. Let's go for that one. There you go. Oh, God. I love how smooth this is. Okay. How about... Yeah. We have the abandoned base. Oh, we have the... Yeah, I want a bit of light here. A little brightness going on. We'll just go for all of them. That's all we have right now. So we'll go for... Go for that one. I quite like that one. It's got the moon in the background. There we go. So the Hall of Memories begins to be built in this new save, and it started out strong as hell. Gotta start making myself gather more screenshots. We probably could do with more at this point, but it's good to have a beginning. And look at this room. I'm loving how it's looking, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a lot of these shelves down. Even when they've not got anything in them, they look quite nice, and I'm going to compare them to the ones that do have something in them. Or you can put them on the glass walls. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to compare them to ones that do actually have something in them, and see how they look compared, and see, you know, when I go back to the island to go get the seeds, so I can actually put stuff in here, whether I will put more priority on filling these or not, or working on specifically... Ooh, hold on, can't put those down. I'm out of titanium. Or see whether I care more about actually getting things that are going to be useful, like survival ones, like ones that give me hunger, ones that give me hydration, those type of plants that I can eat. But the room is really coming together now, and I've really liked what we've done with the base this episode. So let's have a quick glance outside at night. F6. You know what? I think this is worthy of a screenshot, the current state of the base, don't you think? I think the lighting is... Oh, I love it. Look at the way it looks. It looks alive. It's so cool. It's just got this nice atmosphere about it. Okay, we're waiting for a good moment when the lights align correctly. There, this'll do. Oh, that's one. There. Okay. All right. Looking good. Really liking how it's looking. Let's have a quick look, like I said, at the plant pots on this side. See what they look like when they've got stuff growing in them, because they should be fully grown by now. Yeah, can't deny that looks a lot better. Like, I do like the green here, but it looks even better with plants in, so we'll try and gather as much as that as we can get. I'm going to build one of those beacons so we know where the island is. I mean, I know where it is, but I want to be able to go directly to it, not be guessing and using my navigation and all that. I want to know exactly where it is. So we'll build a beacon, we'll go back, we'll put one on the island, we'll take some nice screenshots, a bunch of them, and underneath the island with the giant floaters. We never did that. And gather as much as I can get in terms of seeds and just fill my base with life and maybe do some more exploring next episode. I think it might be time, maybe next episode, for us to go and build the next Cyclops. Being that they've changed how they work now, we need to go get 2 fragments now, I believe. The bridge fragments, the controls, basically, the steering wheel. We need 2 more of those, and I found one of them in a mushroom forest, so we'll have to sort of make that a priority for next time. But I am very proud and very happy with how things are going with the base right now, and I think we've done a really great job this episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, do leave a like, and I will see you next time for more Subnautica goodness.